Your company is in the market for a new phone system and you're a medium to large size company, meaning you have hundreds or thousands of employees, and you've heard of Zoom Phone and you want to know, hey, what's the story on them? Is that a good phone system for a medium to large size organization, or is maybe that just for tiny companies? What's the deal on them in 2025? Well, I can tell you, way back in 2018, I started hearing about Zoom Phone, and at the time I didn't hear a lot of good things about it. It seemed like it just wasn't quite ready for the prime time. But then around maybe 3 years ago, I started hearing some really good things about Zoom Phone, and sure enough, I checked it out and it was really good. And so since then, Zoom Phone has been a great system that I've sold to a lot of my customers. But I wanted to get a little bit more in depth on that and give you a real detailed review on them to let you know exactly what I like, what I don't like about them, how I rate it, so you can apply it to your organization. So let's get into it. My name is Mike Smith. I'm the president of AeroCom. Let's put our heads together on this. But first, if you'd like a quote from Zoom Phone, don't call Zoom Phone directly. You're going to deal with the sales rep over there. They might quote you a little too high. You don't know if you're talking to the right sales rep. Contact me. I'll make sure you get a great demo from a great salesperson over there, and you'll get the best pricing possible from Zoom Phone, specifically for medium to large size organizations. You guys are a little bit unique and you need some unique things when it comes to getting quotes. I can also give you a quote and some recommendations on the best competitive options to compare side to side with Zoom. I'm a broker for all the major cloud phone system solutions out there, and my expertise is medium to large size organizations. So I can really help you make a lot better decision in a fraction of the time. And I don't charge you anything for my services. So there's no excuse not to at least reach out and get my opinion on this stuff. I'm happy to help you. It's the reason why I do these videos. And it's a nice way, if you got something from this video, it's a nice way to say thank you. Just send me an email, give me a call, let me do some quotes for you. More information on that at the end of the video, so go check that out. And make sure you hit the subscribe button to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any of my future videos that I put out. I put out videos every single week. And as always, go check out our website, aerocominc.com. You can read or write reviews on service providers. You can search service providers according to features. You can watch videos on them, read about them, all kinds of cool stuff. Go check it out. So Zoom Phone, what is my opinion on them for a medium to large size organization? Well, I'm going to start by telling you right away what I think some of the attributes are for companies that are typically a great fit for Zoom Phone. Number one is if your company is using Zoom a lot today for conferencing and instant messaging. Number two is if your company needs a couple extra added features, such as call recording or call analytics or SMS and MMS. Number three is if your company also has a small call center. So meaning if, say you have 500 employees and you have 20 call center agents among those 500 employees. That's a great fit for Zoom Phone. And number four is if your company can take advantage of a couple unique things that Zoom has. Number one is a feature called their Power Pack. It's $25 per month per user, and it allows you to have basically call center type real-time analytics for only the supervisors to see. And so what that is, it's a nice kind of way to bridge the gap between a regular phone system and a call center software. So if your company doesn't quite need call center, but it still would like to see some real-time analytics on the calls coming in, the Power Pack is a great feature for you. Also, another cool, unique thing about Zoom Phone is that they offer unlimited call recording storage, which is huge. So if your company does a lot of call recording and you want to keep those recordings a long period of time, Zoom Phone might be a unique fit for you guys. So those are the four attributes that I think make Zoom a uniquely good fit for some companies. And if your company meets some of those attributes, Zoom might be a great option for you. But let's get into the exact review. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to get into my 10-point rating system where I rate providers on 10 different aspects of cloud phone systems. The score I give Zoom is an 8.9, which is a very high score. It's a great score, but let me tell you a little bit why I give them an 8.9. I'll break it down a little bit for you, but that doesn't mean that they're an 8.9 for your organization. So as you listen to me talk about these different things, decide if that aspect is a big deal to your business. If it's not, then obviously, if I give a high score or a low score, you've got to take that into consideration with the overall score of Zoom Phone. So let's get into it. Service quality and reliability is number one for me. And for this one, I give Zoom a 9 rating. Why? Because I've not had any of my customers report back to me that they've had downtime with Zoom Phone system. It's almost impossible for me to give a provider a 10 rating. I have yet to give anyone a 10 rating for that one. So I give them a 9. That's the closest I can force myself to give. So a pretty good rating for Zoom there. Customer service, I also give Zoom Phone a 9 on that one as well. Again, no reports back from my current customers that have had any problems with their customer service. Of course, it's customer service with a large telecommunications company. So not to say that you call in and get the red carpet treatment right out of the gate, but they're pretty good at, opening up a ticket, following up on it, and so forth. So I give them a 9 on that. 5-year viability. Is Zoom Phone going to be around for at least 5 years so that if your company signs up with them, they're not grandfathering the platform or selling it off within 1 or 2 years, and you're stuck with them for another couple years and having to switch it out very quickly after you purchase it. That's a big deal for me. For Zoom, I give them a 10 out of 10. The reason why I give them such a high score is Zoom invests more money into research and development into their platform than any other cloud communications service provider I've ever seen. They're pumping a ton of resources, financial and human resources, into their platform, and they probably put out a new 10 to 15 feature capabilities every single quarter. So they do a lot to ensure that they want to be around a long time. They prove it with their pocketbooks. I give them a 10 on that. Features, I give Zoom a 9. Zoom has a lot of great features that are included in the base package. I like that about them. So they have one base package. It includes kind of everything in there. That includes AI. So you've got AI, call transcription, all that good stuff in their base package. A lot of great features, SMS, call recording, call analytics, all that in the base package. They also have some great add-on features available if you need it, like call center software. They've got 3 different layers or 3 different levels of call center software that you can purchase, all the way up to super advanced call center software. They also do things like I mentioned earlier, like a Power Pack license that gives you some real-time reporting for only $25 per month per user. That's great. And they have a lot of good stuff. But the one thing they don't have is they don't have things like mass texting or mass MMS, SMS, mass texting, mass email. They don't have a push to talk feature. They don't have quite the best. They have a good Teams phone plugin, but it's not quite as good as I think it could be. So they're working on that. I think it might be even improved since the time you see this video. So a couple of things that might chink away at the armor of getting a 10 out of 10 on features, but overall really good. For user experience, I give Zoom Phone a 10 out of 10. Very easy to use. I've never heard a single person complain that it's difficult to use. Very simple, has everything very user-friendly, easy on the eyes. And the nice thing is, if a lot of your users are used to using Zoom already, so it's a very easy transition for them to use Zoom Phone. And it has all the conferencing, instant messaging in the same app. It's all in a single app. So I've got to give them a 10 out of 10 on that. Administrative experience, I give Zoom a 9 out of 10. Really good. It's really easy to use. Very simple, very straightforward for administrators to use. The only complaint I've ever heard administrators say, and this is kind of a good complaint, is that there's so many options in there that if you're not somewhat technical, you're not going to know how to navigate through some of those options. Some of the options get pretty minute in terms of small tweaks you can make to the user experience, to the admin experience, to the permission levels, things like that. So kind of a good negative thing to say about them, if there is such a thing. So I give them a 9 out of 10. For pricing, I give Zoom an 8 out of 10. Pretty good pricing. They can get really competitive for medium to large size organizations. The one thing that I think that they might be lacking on pricing is the ability to switch to a call path, a simultaneous call path based pricing model. That's really nitpicky. Overall, 8 out of 10. Something I really like about their pricing a whole lot is that they don't charge those fees called an admin fee and an E911 fee for every single user that you see with a lot of cloud phone system vendors out there. So a lot of cloud phone system vendors charge an admin fee or administrative fee plus an E911 fee, which usually adds up to $4 and $1 respectively. So $5 per month per user in these extra hidden fees tacked on to your regular license pricing, and Zoom doesn't have that. So the license pricing is all you're going to get charged for with Zoom, and you're also going to get taxes and surcharges, but that's normal with any vendor. You're going to have to pay taxes, unfortunately. But overall, love their pricing, 8 out of 10. Global availability, I give Zoom a 10 out of 10. Zoom is one of the largest companies in the marketplace when it comes to their global network. Zoom reaches more countries. Just that they started out from their conferencing platform, they started growing that. So if anybody's going to be able to reach a country, it's probably going to be Zoom, so 10 out of 10 there. For integration, I give Zoom an 8 out of 10. They're pretty good. They have an open API, which is great. That's the first step. They also integrate really well with Salesforce and HubSpot and a lot of other applications out there for CRM. They have pre-built integrations for a lot of different CRMs out there, so that's great. They also have a Teams phone dialer plugin, which is really great, which means you can actually embed the Zoom app inside Teams, and so that you get the Zoom experience inside of Teams. I think that dialer plugin, I mentioned it earlier, can probably use a little bit of work to keep up with some of the other vendors in the marketplace, or maybe a tiny bit better than them, but they're working on it. They're investing a lot of money in it, and I do think they're improving it. I think it's pretty good already. I think it'll be great in the next year or so as well. So that's pretty good. The one thing about Zoom is that they don't integrate presence on Teams with their call center platform, and they're missing a couple little integrations here and there that they have to actually custom build out. But overall, they have the ability to custom build integrations, and they have a lot of pre-built. So again, I give them an 8 out of 10, pretty good score. Okay, for hardware, for headsets and desk phones, I give them a 7 out of 10. Probably not your best bet for those options. Probably contact me. I can recommend better vendors for you to purchase hardware from. But overall, Zoom does not require a proprietary type of hardware, unlike, say Teams phone, that your hardware has to be certified. Zoom doesn't require this specific certified hardware. Yes, they do have to have it somewhat newer hardware that has to be from a major brand, has to be one of the major brand's newer models. That type of thing, but it's not proprietary. So if you purchase hardware, you're using it with Zoom, and you switch from Zoom down the road to another provider, you're probably going to be able to use that same hardware with another vendor. So that's really good, and overall pretty good. Zoom only rents the hardware, and they really don't even like to do that. They don't sell the hardware. So again, 7 out of 10 on that. And if you'd like, headsets in handsets, reach out and contact me. I can give you some more recommendations on that. So an overall 8.9 score for Zoom Phone. I think it's a really good product. They do a great job for all of our customers. Not the perfect fit for every single medium to large size organization. So with that said, if you're looking for the right phone system for your organization, reach out and contact me. Send me an email, give me a call. Every company is different. Every company's requirements are different. And so there's going to be different vendors that are going to be unique fit for your organization. So rather than giving Zoom a call and quoting them directly, just reach out and contact me. I will give you a great demo on Zoom Phone. I'll hook you up with the best sales rep to work with over at Zoom. I'll oversee the demo, oversee the quoting process to make sure you get the best pricing available for medium to large size organizations on Zoom. I'll also recommend some alternatives to Zoom that you may want to look at and do the same thing for them. So I'm a broker for all the major vendors out there in the marketplace. I've been doing this for over 20 years, and I will definitely help you make a lot better decision in a fraction of the time. So rather than searching the 1,000 or so cloud phone system options for you out there, just contact me. I'll tell you which ones you should be quoting, why, and I'll start the whole process and make sure it goes really well. And how much will I charge you for all this? Nothing. I don't charge my customers anything because the service providers pay me my broker fee. And I'll guarantee you that you're going to get the best pricing possible from the vendor of your choice. So there's no excuse not to at least reach out and get my opinion on this stuff. I've been doing it a long time and I love, as you've seen, I love talking about it. So join the thousands of other customers who have gotten my help on this. Reach out and contact me, send me an email, give me a call. If you liked the video, it's a nice way to say thank you. All right. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my future videos that I put out every single week. And go check out our website, AeroCominc.com. I guarantee you've not seen a website like this in our industry. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.